the third temple being rebuilt? I don't have to guess about this. First of all, let's look at Bible prophecy. Ezekiel 37, Daniel chapter 9, the book of Revelation all speak to a time when the temple will be rebuilt. Now, I've been to the Temple Institute in Jerusalem myself, and I can tell you that all of the furniture is already prepared, the plans are already in place, and now, for the first time in millennia, they are making plans to rebuild the temple. This is a major development in the fulfillment of Bible prophecy, and it's just a sign that you need to get ready because Jesus is coming.
Well, 3 years ago, the arrival of 5 red heifers in Israel attracted global attention. Well, today, those cows are in ancient Shiloh. CBN's Chris Mitchell explains the significance of this historic event.
Here in Shiloh, first time after 2,000 years, we have real kosher red heifers, which is really exciting.
Mariah Shapir is the manager of the visitor center at ancient Shiloh and explains why the red heifers are so important.
In the Bible, it says when a person wants to enter the temple, which is called the house of life, he has to go through a process using ashes of the red heifer, meaning that the red heifers are actually the key to the temple.
Shapira says that process is for purification, to cleanse someone from death.
So a person that got in contact with death, either in a funeral or in a hospital, and he wants to enter the temple, which is called the house of life, full of the presence of God, has to go through this process. And the process is the priest used to take the ashes of the red heifer, mix it with water that comes from a spring, life water. He's actually taking the source of death, mixing it with source of life, and these together become the purifying water.
Jewish tradition maintains that the red heifer ashes are needed to rebuild the third temple. Some Christians believe a third temple would pave the way for the end times. Even Hamas reportedly blamed the red heifers in part for their invasion on October 7th, because the Al-Aqsa Mosque would be in danger if the heifers were used to build a third temple. The animals are also mentioned in the book of Numbers, chapter 19. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, "This is the statute of the law which the Lord has commanded, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, that they bring you an unblemished red heifer, in which there is no defect, and on which a yoke has never been mounted. And you shall give it to Eleazar the priest, and it shall be brought outside the camp and be slaughtered in his presence." To be selected, these qualifications must be met. Be an adult cow with reddish-brown hair, no hairs of a different color, no blemishes, and never used for any other purpose. These are the 5 red heifers out here in Shiloh. 2 have already been disqualified, but you only need 1 to qualify for the ceremony for the purification for the temple. Here you go, ladies.
My next point is to try to find a farmer who can make hay, which is, the flowers and the leaves and everything stay on them. That way it's better for the cows.
Larry Barnschwager, a farmer from northern Indiana, takes care of them.
It's just a lot of fun to be involved in something that I see God is doing behind the scenes.
He says what he's experienced since arriving here is remarkable.
While I've been standing here at Shiloh, every continent, countries I never heard of before, were here to see the red heifers. There's something happening in Shiloh.
And Barnschwager believes it's biblically significant.
Ideas are becoming a reality. In other words, the idea of a red heifer has been in the Jewish understanding for over a couple thousand years. But here at Shiloh, just like it says in Genesis 49, there's something happening here that's drawing the nations, and it's the red heifers.
This area is where Hannah prayed for a son, where Samuel served the Lord, and Joshua divided the land between the 12 tribes.
The place where many stories of the Bible occurred. And today we also have the red heifers, which is something new. The budgets for this visitor center stopped because of the war. So we invite whoever wants to be part with us to help this very important thing of the red heifers.
Shiloh has so much significance. It was the spiritual capital of Israel for 369 years.
During our visit, Bible teacher Dr. Todd Fink brought his group to see the red heifers.
This is huge. This is huge. And the one gal that was giving us the tour, she said that part of the reason why Hamas invaded is because of these red heifers. And according to prophecy, these red heifers are significant from the time of Israel's history. They say that only 9 have been killed for these ashes. And so for these to be here in Shiloh here, and for that to fit in with what appears to be prophecy on the horizon, we're living in monumental days, unbelievable times.
Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Ancient Shiloh.
I'm Yitzhak Reuven. I'm the director of the International Department of the Temple Institute. Today, our goal more than ever is to reach out to the world and to spread awareness about the Holy Temple, the potential and the beauty that it holds for the entire world. Now I'm going to introduce you to the people who make this happen.
קוראים לי עזריה אריאל, אני אחראי על המכון התורני בית הבחירה. לפני כשנתיים הגיעו ארצה 5 פרות אדומות. מצאו שהן אדומות תמימות, בלי שום שערות שחורות או לבנות. כעת, אחרי שהפרות כבר פה, יש לנו עוד הרבה הכנות לעשות, למצוא את המקום המתאים, וצריך להיות מול מקום המקדש. צריך להיות עם כהן שהוא בעצמו טהור. רק בעזרת הפרה האדומה נוכל להיחלץ מהטומאה, להיות טהורים לגמרי, ונוכל לגשת למצוות של המקדש וגם תרומות ומעשרות בצורה תקינה כמו שהתורה מצווה.
אני שמשון אלבוים, ואחת הפעולות המשמעותיות שאני זוכה לעשות פה במסגרת המכון זה מה שנקרא תרגולי המקדש. אנחנו משחזרים מחדש את העבודה של בית המקדש בחגים. אנחנו זוכים לעשות אותם היום ממש למרגלות הר הבית, ובאמת יוצאים מפה עם דרישת מקדש בלב, וזה התרומה הגדולה של מכון המקדש לבניין המקדש.
שמי אברהם כהנא, אני בעצמי כהן, רכשתי סט של בגדי כהונה כדי שנוכל להיות מוכנים לבית המקדש. אנחנו עושים תרגולים מדי חג שמתקרב אלינו, אם זה קורבן פסח, ואם זה סוכות, ואם זה ניסוך המים, וגם אנחנו מתכוננים, כשנהיה מוכנים, להתחיל לעבוד בבית המקדש.
שמי מנחם רוזנטל, הצטרפתי פה למכון לקדם יוזמות ופרויקטים חדשים, להקים את שירת הלוויים. העניין הזה נקום ונפעל למען כינון בית המקדש. לאסוף לוויים שבאים מכל קצוות הארץ, מהצפון עד הדרום, וללמוד ולשיר. זה לקום ולעשות מעשה שהם באמת מתכוננים לעמוד על הדוכן, לעמוד ולשרת.
My name is Rafaela. One of the exciting projects in the making now is publishing a new book in English about the meaning behind the services in the Holy Temple. We go into a chapter of the vessels of the Holy Temple. We speak about the daily service, the offerings in the Holy Temple. Every offering has a different message that God is speaking to us through this offering, and we are speaking to Him. This book has tremendous significance for the people of Israel and for the whole world.
שלום, לי קוראים יהושע פרידמן. לפני מספר שנים מכון המקדש החליט להקים ישיבה גבוהה. המיוחד בישיבה שלנו שאנחנו לומדים גם את סדר קודשים וטהרות, כאשר הלימוד הוא מיוחד בכך שלומדים להלכה. כלומר, כל נושא שלומדים, אז יש דגש רב איך הדברים צריכים להיעשות בפועל ממש, מתוך ראייה שאנחנו אוטוטו בעזרת השם הולכים לקראת בניין המקדש.
Shalom, my name is Nathan Zvi Brin. I'm a student, meaning a Talmud at the Yeshiva HaMikdash. What's special about Yeshiva HaMikdash is that we learn really in order to do. My Rebbe is Rabbi Yeshua Friedman, and he drives us to think in a Geula mindset. We know that we have to mitkadem as much as we can to fulfill the mitzvahs that we're learning. We learn exactly those sugyas and practice them as if we're doing them, so that when the opportunity comes to really do it, we're ready to do it.
לי קוראים יצהר שריד, אני לומד בישיבת המקדש. בישיבה אנחנו עוסקים בלימוד קודשים וטהרות, דברים שקשורים לבית המקדש ולחיים בזמן הגאולה. זה סדר שמדבר על הלב של עם ישראל, על המקדש, שהוא זה שמזרים את הקדושה לתוך העולם. החזון שלי זה שבית המקדש שלנו יהיה מאות בחורים ואברכים ששוקדים יומם ולילה לפתח את התורה הענקית של בית המקדש, שבעזרת השם יביא לבניין המקדש במהרה. זה כמובן החזון של כולנו.
My name is Samara Hendrickson. I am the content manager for the online global community of the Temple Institute. Our department is responsible for the Holy Temple teachings that we put on our social media platforms. So the teachings are about the Holy Temple, even the minutest details in regards to the work that was done in the Holy Temple. Our mission is to reach everybody around the world and create one strong global community who are interested in learning about the importance of the Holy Temple.
שמי גלעד רוטשטיין, אני מנהל מכון המקדש. החזון שלנו במכון הוא להתקדם לקראת בניין בית המקדש במהרה בימינו. עכשיו משימתנו היא לקיים את הציווי האלוקי ועשו לי מקדש ושכנתי בתוכם, ובשביל לקיים את הנבואה ואת האמירה של הקדוש ברוך הוא ש"כי ביתי בתפילה יקרא לכל העמים". אנו רואים כבר היום שינוי גדול בתודעה הלאומית וברצון הלאומי להתקדם למקדש. חייבים לבצע את המשימה בכל הכוח ולהתקדם לבניין הבית במהרה בימינו.
מישראל אריאל, לפני 57 שנה זכינו להיכנס יחד עם הצנחנים שכבשו את הר הבית ומקום המקדש. שם שרו, אמרו הלל, הייתה שמחה עצומה שהקיפה למעשה את כל כדור הארץ. עם ישראל זכה לנס הגדול לחזור למקום המקדש אחרי 2000 שנה. אנחנו יודעים את המציאות כרגע, זאת המשימה, העם היהודי חייב לחזור למקדש, ורק כשעם ישראל יחזור לבית המקדש, נזכה גם לשלום.
This is real life, real time. This is what I'm looking at right now that's in the sky. Don't know what it is. It came out of nowhere really, but this shit is so real.
The fifth angel sounded his trumpet, and I saw a star that had fallen from the sky to the earth. The star was given the key to the shaft of the abyss. And when he opened the abyss, smoke rose from it, like the smoke from a gigantic furnace. The sun and sky were darkened by the smoke from the abyss. This fallen star represents an angelic being, possibly Satan, with the power to release demonic forces.
Of the island, it's the bless of the temple, it's the bless of all the people that live there.
Okay, and speaking about the temple, what we have to talk about is this red heifer. That's why you have a book here. The very first step to move towards the red heifer, there has to be a spiritual movement that's going to happen within Israel. And it's on its way right now. We have the red heifers in Israel, and we believe, if it's the Lord's will, that we will see the ceremony of the red heifer happen probably this spring. Okay. That will be the first step, my friend.
Actually, it's my mistake. I prepare a little photos of the priest that he is pure, and he's actually now practice and learning how to slaughter, because we have practice in the next few weeks, because we have to be prepared that maybe Mr. Trump will invite all the 70 nations.
So I must say one last thing. We need representatives from the godly nations of the earth to connect with us so that you can be part. We're going to live stream this event.